at the background. Oh, God. Oh, no. Does that look a little bit like too much light? Maybe. Okay, I'm live a little bit early, so let me just fix everything. Okay, does that look better? Oh, no. No, that doesn't look like enough. Fuck. I look washed out. Oh, no. Hi, Britt. How are you? Oh, my gosh. I'm just waiting for people. I'm trying to fix my lights because oh, my gosh. Hi, Angie. Hi. Okay, I'm trying to fix. Oh, my gosh. It only says that there's one person here and you guys are all showing up. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hello. Oh my God, why does it only say one person? There's so many people in the in the chat. Hi! Oh my God, I'm so excited. I probably sound so freaking obnoxious if you have stuff on. Okay, hi everybody. Oh my gosh. So excited. I know it's been seriously so long. I'll tell you guys like a short version of what's been going on. I'm trying to okay, I just put this up an hour before I started the live. So if it looks like I just put it up an hour before I started the live, it's because I did. I'm doing better. Okay, so I will tell you guys what is going on. I'm really excited. I'm doing free readings tonight, so I'm very excited to be back into this. Let me just fix a couple things really quick so this doesn't do anything weird. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So this is like my new setup. I'm in my second bedroom, set it up as an office space. It's like really cool. I have this whole wall. I'm trying to figure out like what to do behind here, but I just went and like grabbed these lights and put them up really quick, and I kind of like it. But originally what I wanted to do was we painted the whole room, so there's like two really cute pink walls. And I was gonna like put my desk like against the pink wall, so I had like a pink background and it'd be cute. But I just like my desk set up right here. I wish I could show you guys. Maybe I'll post that to like Instagram or something. But anyway, hi everyone. If you're new here, also let me know because I know I got a bunch of new subscribers, which is like really exciting. So if you're new here, let me know your name and where you're from, and if you're new. And I'm very excited to kind of like tell you guys what's been going on. So I graduated in August with my master's. So officially done with school, passed everything, like whatever. Immediately started working and was studying for my board exam. So I was working as like an intern at this clinic near my hometown, and really like progressed very quickly. I don't want to say too much because there's people that I know that follow me, so I don't want to like say anything like not great. But anyway, started working, was treating like 95 to 100 patients a week, which is like when you graduate from acupuncture school, they like prepare you to treat about 10 patients max a week. And it's like this whole thing. So they're like, yeah, you'll probably see between like 10 to 20 people. I have something on my lip. 10 to 20 people a week when you first start, blah, blah, blah. So I get thrown in and I'm immediately treating 95 to 100 patients a week. And like, I was like, okay, I can do this. Like, I learned a different style of needling. It was really cool. I was trying to study for my boards. My first board came. I barely studied and I passed because I just am really good at that. What the heck am I trying to say? The topic of the exam was like the diagnosis stuff. And it's just like second nature to me. But I hit the 6-month mark and I was starting to get really burnt out on treating that many patients a week. Like that's so many people. And so I started to like get a little bit run down and I was like, oh my God, if I'm already getting run down, I'm only 6 months in, like, am I going to be totally burnt out when I'm a year in or 2 years in? And then I started thinking about like, do I really want to stay in this area? Do I want to move to Chicago? Like so many things started to kind of pop up for me. So I left and Oh my God, it was so hard, like saying bye to all the patients and everything. And so I'm just focusing right now on getting my board exams done and completed. They're very difficult. I failed the second one that I took, and it was like I was wrecked. It was really bad, but I didn't have time to study. And then when I quit, it became this huge thing. So there were a lot of things going on. But anyway, I don't want to tell you guys too much, but that's basically what's been going on. So I've got like come back to doing readings full time. In the meantime, while I'm studying for boards, which has been amazing, I'm actually making pretty similar amounts of money as to what I was making at the place that I was working at. She wasn't very like paying me very much, unfortunately, because I didn't have my like full license yet. So it's been really cool though, getting to like dive back into this. I missed you guys and everything. So nice to see everybody. Look at should do the lights in the shape of a lotus. I've been wanting to do like a mandala, like a stencil where you like do. I want like a painted mandala behind me. That's what I would love. Hey everybody. Okay, so Darla, new here, named Darla, and you're from Portage. Oh, awesome. Hi. Oh my gosh, you're very close to me. I'm not new here, but I'm from South Africa. Hi, Robin. Yeah, I recognized your name, I feel like. New to chat. Fiona, I thought you were new. From the UK. Hi, hi, hi. So exciting to see everybody. So, if you're new here, the way that this kind of works is what I do is I just kind of let people ask questions and then I'll, whoop, oh my God, please. It's going to be one of those types of days, I guess, where the cards just freaking fly everywhere. Hold on one second. Ugh. Okay. So, the way this works is I just kind of let people kind of get in a line in the chat, and I go down the line and just do readings. And then if I get too tired before I can get to you, unfortunately, you'll just have to wait till next time, or you can book a reading with me online. I might give you guys a discount code before I get off live, just in case anybody does want to connect with me. Since I am doing the readings like more full time right now, I like to just give. I know they're expensive and the economy right now isn't amazing, so I like to give discounts when I can. Hey, Unexplained Possibilities. Hi, I'm good. Thanks. Oh my gosh. Hi, Denise. Hi, Melissa. Oh, interesting. Okay, Angie, why don't we start with you? And then as people pop in, you guys can get in line to, I don't know if, God, there's like, this is such a weird, like, setup for me. I also feel like you guys are very close. My forehead is the star of the show right now. I wonder if there's a way. Can I just, I don't want you guys to be like at my boobs the whole time or whatever. And I've got this freaking little bump that showed up, which is not great. Oh no. And you can see the tube. Lights, no. All right, just don't pay attention to that. Fuck. Don't pay attention. Also, I'm trying to. Oh, I didn't tell you guys this. Oh my God, I did not tell you guys this. I should tell you this. Hold on, let me freaking fix this. Hold on. It's not an Ethereal Jack live stream if there isn't some sort of technical difficulty that happens in the middle of it. I'm sorry. You're up close and personal, probably more than you ever wanted to be. Okay, so yes. So we're going to do readings. So before we get started, what did I want to tell you guys? Oh, okay. So really quick, there's no donation button. There's nothing monetized on my YouTube channel anymore for a couple of reasons. I actually got an email the other day, because I would do donation readings. Like if you look back on most of my live streams, they're like donation readings, blah, blah, blah. But we're not doing that anymore because if you like go X amount of months without uploading an actual video to YouTube, they take away your monetization because you haven't uploaded in so long that it's like so I got this really not chill email that was like, you better upload or you don't have money anymore. And I was like, well, I don't really have like anybody to edit my videos right now. And I was kind of in the midst of like the job thing and the transition. So I was like, it's fine. Like I think I have to hit 4,000 watch hours again, which isn't like terribly hard to do. It just takes a little while. Because before you can monetize your YouTube channel, you have to hit 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. So to renew the monetization, I have to hit 4,000 watch hours now because I'm at like 1600. So before you go to sleep tonight, just leave my YouTube channel on and just like let it play through on the videos. Okay. So anyway, okay, let's start with yeah, Angie, I think we should start with you. Currently looking for a new home, and actually I think I might have found it. The funny thing about it though is I think it may be an abandoned barn. Sounds crazy. Would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, well, why don't we just see? Oh, that one flying out. Oh, this is freaking cute. Okay. Also, I really try not to assume genders when I'm like doing readings that bring up like a partner. So, just go easy on me. I really try, but sometimes I slip up. So if I talk about a woman that you're with that has masculine energy and I just say that it's a guy, I'm not doing it purposely. I swear, I just am reading the energy, and I got called out for that the other day. And I'm usually very good at it, but lately I haven't been. Okay. So, this deck is the fairy. Oh, what is going on with this freaking camera, man? Hold on. Everybody pause. Nobody move. What the heck is happening? Okay. You're getting all angles today. It's because this new light that I got, I want it to be near the camera, but I guess it's just going to have to go right there. Okay, that's fine. You guys can deal with it. Okay, so yes, so Angie, here's the interesting part about everything that's coming up. There's a lot going on here. And I should only do 2 cards a reading right now to get through as many people as possible, but you had a couple extra come out like you always do. I feel like everybody that normally comes on here is like, yeah, we'll do 3 card readings, and then they end up being like full readings. So my super chat button is gone, treasure hustlers. I'll tell you why in a minute. This is also the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue. I think it might be discontinued right now because she went through that whole like coming of age religious thing and like discounted all of her stuff. Anyway, so I got the wheel, Angie, and I got the 4 of spring, which is like my happily ever after card. So the wheel is a like very good omen for good things to come. The 4 of spring is interesting because it shows a fairy woman with her partner. Oh my god, my claws! I can't pick this up. Okay. It shows a fairy woman. This is like my happily ever after card that I usually get. And you can see in the back there's a little castle. Just hang in there with me. God. Now I'm gonna have a sneeze attack. Okay. There's this little castle in the back. And usually what I kind of do when I get this card is I hone in on like this. Usually this means a move in the near future, but I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm sneezing so much right now. Here's the thing about this is that you have some financial things that are going to come up, it feels like, okay? This is a card that usually pops up when it says feeling challenged by money issues. You can see this like little fairy begging for like money from this older fairy. So there's this feeling of like you may have some financial difficulties when you're going after this place that you want to go after, which is weird because if it's an abandoned barn, it's like, why not just get it? But the interesting part is there's something about your partner that might save you guys in this. Like, I don't know if he's got like some money kind of put away or like, I don't know. Angie, are you married? Can you let me know? I'm sorry. You guys saying bless you in the chat. I am very discombobulated. I will talk about the eclipse in a minute, but okay, there is this feeling of like somebody maybe helping you with this, or maybe like the owner of the abandoned barn like does something, but there's this feeling of like there's going to be some sort of financial challenge that is going to kind of be presented. And it's interesting too, you've got another little fairy house sort of in the background for this as well. So I do think you are going to move. I don't know if it's going to be this specific place though. because I feel like there's a couple obstacles where it might not happen on the timeline that you want it to, and I don't know if it's gonna be this place, and I know that that's probably not what you wanna hear, but because you got the wheel and this really awesome, like, this is my happily ever after card with a partner with a house in the distance. I think you're being delayed, like, on purpose is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. So I don't know if it's gonna totally work out with this abandoned barn. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but what they're showing me is something better is going to be coming and soon. Um, you may even meet somebody over the summer. The King of Summer card is one of my favorite freaking cards for um like a partner. It's like a very stable but like warm-hearted kind of energy that's coming in, and it says a romantic partner you can trust. So I think that you may be feeling a little bit financially challenged at the moment, and you might be meeting somebody before you actually move into the house that you end up in. I hope that makes sense. Staying at an Airbnb while trying to find a more long-term place. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if you have somebody that's gonna pop up that may help with this or what is going on, but it feels like you're being delayed on purpose. So if there are a couple delays with this place, just know that it's meant to be to like help you go to a kind of a better, more stable sort of situation. So just hang in there. I feel like by the end of the fall, like into winter, you may have a better idea of like where you're going to be at, but I'm not totally sure if it's going to be this place that you see. Okay. So hang in there for the next couple of months. All right. But I think you're going to end up somewhere that's a little bit better than this place. Hi, Casey. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to see everybody's names pop up. It's so nice. So nice. I hope that helps, Angie. Okay. Robin says, will I be able to get the job I want? Future career possibilities. Are we just asking questions without paying? This sucks. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you guys really quick for those of you that just popped in. YouTube sent me this really awesome email the other day that was like, hey, you haven't uploaded in like 8 months. And if you don't upload in the next 30 days, you are not going to be able to monetize your channel anymore. And I was like, well, sucks to suck. I have a lot of life stuff going on right now. And I just didn't have the time or energy to upload. I was leaving a job and trying to figure out what the heck I was going to do for like money and life and everything. So 30 days went by, I didn't upload. And so now I have to hit 4,000 watch hours again to be able to monetize anything. Or yeah, you can't send me any super stickers anymore. I know. I'm so sorry. So we're just doing free readings, which is okay. It's totally fine. And you shouldn't be sending me random money anyway, you guys. You two are freaking troublemakers. But I think that it's kind of nice to be able, like, it kind of switches me back to like why I started YouTube though. Do you know what I mean? Like, instead of being so like money focused, like it would be nice to upload some videos and just talk about things or like teach again. Like I was watching some of my old videos, which can we just talk about some of these freaking nobody told me one that like my camera's blurry in half of my videos that I posted. Two, your girl has what is going on with my makeup in some of those videos? Like, oh my God. I went back to watch some of them and I was like, nobody told me. None of you told me what's going on? What is happening? Okay. So I just got 2 cards. Hold on really quick. They just flew out. So you guys are ready. Okay. So this one is on top and then we've got, okay. The problem is it was not good. Don't lie, Casey. Lying. I don't know. I think it's just like after finally like getting my little glow up that I had, I look back on those videos and I'm like, somebody help her. Like, please. Can somebody like fix the lighting? Like the recent videos, like the recent ones that I uploaded, like the spirit guide ones and the whatever, those look nice, but like if you go further back than any of those. It's like, please, can someone help your girl, please? Oh my God. It was the camera, and also I was miserable. Like, you guys don't know that, and I don't want to ruin this for you guys, but like, when I started YouTube, I was at one of the weirdest times in my life. Like, I was commuting to school every day. I was exhausted. I was living with one of my long-term boyfriends at the time. And I was just like not happy, but like uploading to YouTube made me so happy that I didn't care if like it was blurry or low quality. I just felt like I was doing something that was like purposeful. And then I learned a little bit. They still look like "Ugh" after that, but as I'm like uploading to YouTube, I was going through like so many life changes, and it was just, I don't know, it's crazy to think about. Anyway, sorry, I'm trying to get back onto the freaking yeah, and getting to talk to people was great, but it was more like I wanted to make sure that I had uploaded my like house cleansings and stuff so I wouldn't forget, because I knew I wasn't going to write them down. And sometimes when I write, I don't know if this happens with anybody else, but sometimes when I'm writing, um I feel like I'll like over exaggerate or under exaggerate certain parts. And when I'm telling the story, I feel like it's more accurate to like how things actually went. So the reason I really started YouTube was to make sure that I could document like all of the house cleansings and like weird or crazy experiences I was having as I was like building up my psychic medium abilities and like my aura abilities and like everything. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, that's my rant. Okay. I know I have a couple of house cleansing story times that I've never talked about, and I just did a house cleansing that was freaking crazy in Chicago. Oh my God, maybe I'll tell you guys that story. Maybe I could do that on a live one day. But it was nuts, and I was gonna post it on Instagram actually because it was so wild. And I don't know what happened. I think that I just like I was so freaking tired afterwards because it took so much energy because there was so much going on at this house that I was like out for the next like day or so. Which is not good. I should have like grounded and stuff. But yeah, maybe I should. Shoot. The land spirit. Oh my God. I forgot about the land spirit. Oh man. Oh my God, I wonder how they're doing. You like think about, usually people will like shoot me a text message. Like I went down to Purdue to cleanse a house or cleanse like a dorm actually. It was like an apartment, and to be honest, I think that I've kind of stopped talking about house cleansings because of all of the people that like don't necessarily believe that like ghosts are a thing, and I don't know why I've let that affect me so much, but I really started to like wonder if I was I don't know. I just started like my little foundation of my own beliefs was like, well, what is going on with this, and like why is this happening? Why are these aspects of these spirits getting like potentially stuck or something? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, maybe I'll tell you guys that. Okay. I'm getting off track. You guys are getting me off track. I'll get more views. Yeah, maybe I should upload that video and just record it. Actually, maybe I'll talk about it in this, but let me do this because I just pulled these for Robin. Robin, if you're still here, I'm so sorry. I'm ranting. I have so much to tell you guys about. I just feel like it's hard to like focus on one thing. Let's do this. I'll tell you guys this little story. And then because it was really crazy, I'll tell you like a 5-minute version of it, and then we'll do readings still. But I think it would be really interesting to talk to you guys about this. Okay, Robin, you asked about career. So here is the card that I got for you that like flew out of the deck, okay? It says, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps, a prudent investment of time or money. Are you supposed to be figuring out within the next like couple of months if you got this job, or have you even applied yet? Because it feels like you're going to get the news that you want in the fall, like the start of fall. So like August 20 something. Um, maybe I feel like August 25th is actually kind of sticking out to me right now. Um, it's interesting. I'd be interested if it falls near a full moon too for some reason. I don't know why. But this is one of the best abundance cards in the whole deck. Okay, it's one of my favorite. You got this little fairy boy sitting on these pumpkins, and like this to me is abundance. Whenever these cards pop up and they have fruit on them, or they have like these fairies in these beautiful gowns or whatever, um this is really about abundance coming in, but it's waiting. Okay, so here's the thing about this is I think you need to wait. um what a weird what a weird time frame. I wonder if this has to do with not applying. Don't apply. It almost feels like 7 weeks from now. I know that sounds so weird. So it's like 2 months, which would be May, June, like end of June. I feel like you need to start applying into July because the 7 is sticking out really like a lot right now. So I was wondering if this was like July you need to start applying, but it actually feels like 7 weeks from now, which I think would put us at the end of, is that right? End of June. Um, you can calculate that, but I really do feel like there's something about waiting 7 weeks. And I do think you are going to get this. So, justice in regular tarot is more associated with legal matters or things kind of like being served karmically, okay? But in the fairy tarot, the way that I interpret this card is a little bit different. As you can see on the card, um, they've got these two fairies with this tiny little dagger, and they're looking at this big sword like, ooh, like I want that. So this is actually my upgrade card, okay? So this is letting me know that there's going to be an upgrade of abundance for you. I do think you are going to get this job. I think that it's gonna be, I don't know if you have like one specific place that you're gonna apply to, but I feel like it might be, I feel like you're gonna get the job or whatever like position you want. It may not be the company that you initially expect it to be. So I'd apply at a couple different places because I think it's gonna be potentially the second place that you interview, which is I know that's so weird, but I think it's gonna be not the first place, but the second place that you interview at, that you end up getting this job. And I feel like that's for the best. So whatever you have your like, if you have your sights dead set on one place, just open your, peripherals a little bit to the other opportunities and places around you, because I think it's actually going to be the second place that you apply to or the second place that you interview at. But it's going to be better. I think you're going to have a lot more money in abundance around this time. Okay, very interesting. That's when I will be done with my study, so that would be the perfect time to apply. All right, well, spirit knows, don't they? So crazy. All right, well, I hope that helps. Also, if anything happens on this live stream that I predict, and 7 weeks later or like in the fall you get this job, send me a message, please. Send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you can reach me. I love hearing when my stuff comes true. I just had somebody message me today, and unfortunately hers was like, I hate delivering like not so great news, but I was correct, and so I was like, oh my god, like that sucks that happened, but at least she knew ahead of time and could prepare and whatever. So let me tell you guys about this house cleansing. I'll take like 3 minutes to give you the short version of it, and I gotta change names and stuff. But my sister, actually, my older sister, got connected with this woman, and she was like talking to her about her house and how she was having all this activity in her house. And she was like, well, my sister does house cleansing, so why don't I like connect you guys and maybe she can come up and clear the house, whatever. So I was like, all right, like I can do that, that's fine. So she connected me. I had her send over the pictures to my email, and I did like a little bit of a scan of like the pictures like I usually do with the house cleansings. So when I was doing the scan, I was like, oh my god, like there's a lot of just like activity in this house. And like I only got a couple of pictures that were like, um what do I want to say? Like, I had her send me the most active areas of the house. Okay. So when I was going through the pictures, I was just like feeling into it, getting these downloads of everything. And I wish I could remember. I wonder if I have the text messages saved. But before I even got there, I was starting to feel like there was something that was going to be going on with this man getting like the crap beat out of him and like dragged out of the house. And I was like, oh my God. So, like, as I'm driving sometimes, I'll be like jamming to music or whatever because I was driving out to Chicago. So it was like an hour and a half ish, like to the area that she was in. So I'm driving to the thing, I'm like jamming out. And then 15 minutes from the house, my guides kick in and they're like, hey, like turn the music down, like it's time to work. And I'm like, okay, God dang it. So like, doing my dance party, gotta turn the music down. Turn the music down, and I start getting these downloads. And I see this guy get the crap beat out of him and like dragged through this freaking house out through this specific way. So when I get to their house, I actually took a minute in the driveway and like sat in the driveway and was just kind of like trying to see exactly where he like was and like what was going on with everything. So I was seeing this guy sitting at a bar, and he like said something like snotty to the bartender or to like somebody at the bar, and all of a sudden there were these two huge dudes next to him, and they like lifted him up and dragged him out through. I saw a specific way they dragged him out through the back part of this house, and this is going to be really important for later, so that's why I'm telling you. I've already hit 3 minutes, so we're going over, I guess. um but I like saw him, and they just like left him outside in the back, like what I thought for dead. Like, I thought for sure just for dead. But it wasn't like a spirit was coming and like telling me this. It was like I was picking up on the residual energy of the space. And when you're picking up on more residual energy, it's more like a movie playing than like an interactive thing. Like when you're talking to a spirit or like a ghost or whatever, it's more of like an intelligent communication happening. Whereas when you're honing in on residual energy, it's like you're honing in on the energy of the space that's been like imprinted. So like memories or like things like that, but you can't ask questions and get a response. It just plays kind of on a loop. Um, just a fun little tidbit for you guys. So I was like, why am I seeing a bar? Like, I had so many questions. I'm like, I'm outside this house and I'm like, this is so freaking weird. So I go inside and I meet the family, and they were leaving. So I was like free to do my thing or whatever. So I'm like going through, and the husband gives me like a tour. We go downstairs, and because I was like, I walk in, I was like, before we even do anything, like, I just want you to know I'm being pulled downstairs like immediately. I feel like that's where the most activity is. And she had sent me one picture of this back room, but she hadn't sent me the picture of this. There was a whole entire bar downstairs. So you like walk in the front door, and to the left there was this door with a lock on it from the outside. So I'll explain why that was in a minute. But like, you walk into that door and then you walk down these steps, and it's a whole freaking bar. Like an old-timey freaking bar. Like with a whole, like, I mean, it looked like it was like you walked into like freaking, what's that show with the like everybody knows your name, like that whole I don't know what show that is. I don't watch TV very much, but that the bar where it's like you go and you just hang out in there, I could just see and feel the activity of all the people down there. Cheers. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So sorry. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me today because I'm loopy for no reason. So anyway, so I walked downstairs and I was like, oh yeah, this is where all of the activity is. And basically what they had told me was that, well, this was after, but they had told me after I had told them everything that I had seen, that it used to be a bar. They ran a bar, and then people would come in and like stay, like the consulate of like Argentina or something, and like a bunch of these freaking crazy people with like tons of money would like come and stay at this house. And it was really wild. So anyway, so I don't know any of this like when I'm first going through. So I was like, okay, cool. The husband like leaves me to like just sit down in the basement. I literally just sat in the basement for an hour and just picked up on everything that I could. And I'm only picking up on this residual energy. And then all of a sudden, this woman walks out of the back behind the bar, out of the back where there wasn't a door, but there used to be a door. She walks out of the back and she goes behind the bar and she's like, what are you doing here? Like, blah, blah, blah. And like they always do. And I was like, oh, I'm just here hanging out. Like, I don't say like I'm here because you're dead. I'm just like, yeah, I'm here hanging out, like just wanted to get a feel for the place, blah, blah, blah. And uh she like gave me this like feeling. She was like, I know I'm dead. Like she didn't say like I know I'm dead, whatever, but she like gave me this feeling that she knew that she had passed and she was like still it was very weird. It wasn't like she was tied to the space either. It's one of the first house cleansings that I've been to where she's not tied to the space, but she could still like pop in there when she wanted. I don't really know how that works, but she was complaining about the paint. And I love when they do this because that gives me a piece of information that I can't Google, that I can't blah 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 or whatever. And she goes, "Yeah, the paint that they I hate the paint. The paint that they use makes like just it doesn't match the vibe, blah blah blah. It used to be this really pretty paint. It used to be this really pretty dark green color that matched the bar." And I like looked down at the bar and there were these green velvet I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it, but on the like front of the bar they had these green velvet like old-timey like decorations or whatever. She was like, it used to match the bar. And I like looked around and it was like this grayish color. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. It would be a whole different vibe if there was this like green, because it would have been way darker. It would have been way more of like this like grungy sort of atmosphere. And immediately I could see it. Like it was like she was showing me what it looked like. And there were tables set up everywhere and people would go in and out this specific way. So I like got up because I was just curious and I like walk into the back room where I she like showed me where the kitchen would be. It was so funny actually. She goes, "Here, follow me. I'll show you my favorite place of the bar." And I was like, "Okay." So I get up and I go to follow her, thinking that through this door that she was leading me through, there would be a way through to the back. But I go back there and they had turned it into a bathroom and put walls up. So she went through the way that she normally would, but there were walls there that they had built because they had created a bathroom. So I like went to follow her and like there was a wall and I like flipped the light on and I just started dying laughing by myself in the basement because I was like, that's like a ghost. Like that's like what a fucking stereotypical like ghost thing to happen is like I get up to follow her and she disappears through a way that should have been there that was no longer there. So I laughed a lot. I shut the light off. I walked around and I walked to the back. And she was like, this used to be my favorite place. We would all hang out back here. We would talk, we would laugh, blah, blah, blah. And it was very funny because she was the only woman that I had picked up on in that space. Like it was all very masculine energy. Like the people that were coming in and out were only men, and she was the only woman. And basically, I'll just wrap it up. But when I had seen the man sitting at the bar get like the crap beat out of him and like dragged out the back, I like went over to investigate to see if there were like stairs going up or like to see where the entrance was that led to the back because I had assumed that there was like an entryway or like a hallway that like led up to like the backyard because that's what I had seen. I'd seen him being dragged through this hallway up these steps and then outside and like thrown out on the lawn. But there wasn't anything. There was just a wall. And I was like, fuck, like, am I wrong about that? So I bring it up to the homeowners after I do the cleansing. There was a lot more that happened, but I'll just kind of wrap it up. I bring that up to the homeowners and they like look at each other and I was like, "What?" And they were like, "There used to be a whole hall and we have pictures." So she pulls up the pictures that they had taken before they constructed the wall to close off that area. And there used to be like that was the main entrance to get into the bar. So, like, what I had seen was there was a way to kind of get up like through the kitchen that they had left like untouched or whatever, like no construction. And then the way that I had seen this man dragged out had been boarded up with a wall, or like the people that owned the house before them had like put up a wall or done something to like seal off the hallway, but they showed me the picture of the hallway and the steps. And so that was the main entrance to the bar where people would come in and out, which is why I was seeing the guy get dragged out that way and like left for dead, because that's the way that they would use to like get in and out of the bar. So that was really cool. Very cool validation for me. Not cool for the guy, obviously. And I don't think he died from that. I think they were just showing me like it was a very rowdy place. And there was like this freaking scary ass room too, I'll tell you this, where you walk into the room and I immediately just felt sick to my stomach. And I was like, this is where all the activity and that the activity is coming from. And I was like, what the fuck was this room? And I started picking up on it and I hear somebody say like, uh, if you know, oh God, what was his name? Shoot, I literally heard the guy's name. And they were like, yeah, if Jimmy took you back to the back, like you knew that you were going to be gone for a couple of hours and you weren't coming out looking great. Like it was a freaking kill room almost. Like it looked like I nicknamed it the kill room because you walk in and it was like a freaking cell. Like there were bricks and then on the sides there were these like big shelves. Where I think they had put like heroin or some sort of drug. Like I was really picking up on some sort of like drug scene or something back in the, I don't know what year it was. I can't remember, but I have a bunch of notes on it. So I'll have to upload a real video. But there was, I was like, oh my God, I feel so sick in here. And I heard the guy say that. And he was like, yeah, we nicknamed this the back. Like if you were dragged to the back by Jimmy, we knew you weren't coming out for a couple hours and he was doing business. And you turn around and there's a lock on the inside of the room. Like you would lock yourself in the room with somebody. And I didn't want to get like a lot of info about it. And I told my guides to like not show me anything. Like I didn't want to see people getting like fucking murdered. So I was like, I don't want to see it. But they did show me one image of this just one chair. I swear to God, it's fucking straight out of a movie. One chair in the center of this like freaking cell room. And like having somebody like sit in the chair or like somebody thrown in against the wall and then the door locking while like Jimmy talked to you in the back. God, it was terrifying. So I've never seen anything like that before. So understandably I was like, what the hell? And then also knowing that they had like boarded up certain places, there were other things that happened in the attic and stuff like that. So um I'll definitely have to like upload an actual video about it because it was definitely a very weird house cleansing, but they are doing better. They're doing a lot better. They were going to actually sell the house. There was so much activity happening in the basement because it used to be a bar. Like, so a lot of the activity is residual energy of people coming in and out and people staying there and drinking till freaking 5 a.m. And so residual energy is easier to kind of contain, but there were I think there were like 3 spirits there that were hanging out a lot. So those were the ones that we kind of had to like figure out, but they're doing a lot better and I don't think they're going to have to sell the house. So, but I'll have to upload a full story because there's a lot of details that I didn't say, but oh my God. The kill room, like, oh my God. Can you place the date when the bar operated? Yes, it was back in like I have it all in a text thread because after I got out of the cleansing, I have like what I call like the spirit high, where you're channeling so much information that like you just like go, 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 kind of like what I'm doing right now. Um, but I wrote it all down in either my notes app or in the text messages, and my phone's plugged in right now. But I'll include all of that stuff in the video, because you could actually Google. I guess the husband had gone down like a whole rabbit hole, because he was very skeptical when he first moved into the house, and then when everything started happening, he was like, why are we experiencing all of this? And they have kids, so like the kids were seeing things and he was seeing things, and like it was like there was this rowdiness in the basement all the time that like couldn't be turned off. So he started doing research and like found the owner of the place, and like the guy, like the Jimmy guy. I don't remember if his name was actually Jimmy, but the guy that like owned everything, the people that were in and out, like he found these newspaper articles. So I'll have to see if I can get all of that kind of compiled into a video, because I think it would be really interesting to share all that. So yeah, I'll definitely make sure I get all of that info. Hi Gabby, how are you? You know what's so weird? Every time I picture a clairvoyant story, I think of The Conjuring with Lorraine Warren, and she's having all these combos and she's picking up on stuff and seeing spirit. You know what's so interesting is that as much as I hate those movies because they scare the bejesus out of me, that is one of the more accurate representations of visions and stuff and like communicating with spirits that I've seen. Like what's the other show? There's like a super old show. What the frick is that show called? It was very cute. It was with the cute girl. I can't think of. I'm so bad with TV stuff because I don't watch anything. I think it's called. Was it called Ghost or Ghost Whisperer or something? Was it Ghost Whisperer with the cute girl with the dark brown hair and the bangs? That is another show that I think accurately describes how it feels to like have spirits show up. Like the one episode, God, I haven't watched that show in so long, but there was one episode I did see, and it was like this woman came to like talk to the medium because she wanted to know where her aunt Bev had like left this like super expensive necklace, and like the spirit shows up next to her and she like has the necklace on, like meaning she was buried with it or something. And I don't know, it was really funny. But that is kind of how spirit like pops up. Like it's an accurate sort of representation. They don't show up obviously fully like that for everybody, but they definitely show up most accurately like that show, which is really cool. So if you want to know, I think yeah, it's Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yes, she's so cute. I think she's adorable. Hi Nicole. Hi Gabby, how are you? The show Medium. I don't know if I've watched that one. What is that on Netflix? It was definitely Ghost Whisperer, but there are a few shows that accurately portray stuff finally. The Conjuring's interesting because even though The Conjuring is scary, it does portray the ability side pretty accurately, like seeing the visions and like not so much like I don't know. She did even have like dreams about spirits too, which were pretty accurate to like how I would get spirit visitation dreams and stuff. So I'll have to kind of figure that out. But anyway, that's like the most recent house cleansing that I've done. It was really crazy. And my guides are definitely pushing me to do mediumship again. I had this. I'll tell you guys this. It's been so long. I just want to tell you guys all the things that have happened, but I'll tell you this too, and then we'll get back to doing readings. But it's what was I gonna say? So the other day when I was doing before I get on like a reading call, I sit here. This is where I do my reading. So if you're doing a reading with me in the next week or so, like this will be the background and this will be like your view or whatever. But it was like 6:30 for the reading and it was like 6:25 and I'm like sitting here and I should have been meditating, but I wasn't. I was like sitting like messing around on my phone. Because I just like, I don't know why. And all of a sudden, this is exactly what happened. I'm going to recreate this for you guys because it was so crazy. It freaked me out. So I'm like sitting here, like on my phone, just like messing around. And all of a sudden, there is a woman right next to me. And so when that happens, it's not like a woman actually like pops up here, but I'll feel and see someone in my third eye like pop up here. And she just leans over and I'm on my phone and I like felt her pop up, but I was like, am I making this up? And she goes, please let so and so know that I'll be with her on April 12th. Like, please let her know and also let her know to continue writing the book or to start writing the book. And I was like, what the frick? And I literally did one of these. I went, what the like out loud. And so I get on the call. Thank God it was this woman that has been getting readings from me for like several years. She was actually one of the first readings I ever did professionally at the Blue Butterfly. And so I go, hey, so great to see you. Uh, Before we even start, I was like, don't tell me anything. I have to tell you, I just had this woman pop up 5 minutes ago before your reading and tell me that she was going to be with you on April 12th. What are you doing on April 12th? Like, what the heck is this? And she goes, oh my God. And I was like, what? She goes, I'm leaving for like Europe on April 12th. Like, I'm literally leaving on a plane to Europe. And I was like, what? You're leaving on April 12th? And I'm getting this information that I didn't even want to tell her because I thought I was making it up. And she was like, that's crazy. And she was a younger woman. I was like, yeah, she was a younger woman. And I was like, were you going on a trip, like a memorial trip to like memorialize someone or like something like that? And she was like, no, no. And I was like, dang, I don't know who this is. And she goes, oh my gosh, my friend passed away a few years ago and we were going to go on a trip together to Europe like a few years ago. And then she passed away. And I was like, oh my God, I wonder if she's like saying that she's coming with you to Europe as like a thing, like as like, hey, I'm gonna tag along with you because we didn't ever get to go. And we were both sitting there like, what the fuck? So very weird, especially to know she was like, I'm literally leaving April 12th. Like my plane is leaving on April 12th. And I'm like, well, she's gonna be with you because how the fuck would I know that? Like, there's no way. And then she was like, she brought up a book thing too, and her spirit guides had been like, oh my God. For like 3 days before this woman gets on a call with me, every time I'm like meditating or brushing my teeth or like doing something where I'm like zoned out a little bit, her guides were like, don't forget to bring up this book. And I was like, okay, like I got it. You've been pestering me for 72 hours. Like, I'm not gonna forget to bring up a book. Like, I got it. So I'm like, also, before we start again, like, what is with this book? Like, are you gonna start the book? Like, what's going on with this freaking book? They keep pestering me about this book. And she was like, I am wanting to write a book about like all the things that I've gone through and da 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 and all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, will you get on it? Because they're pestering me for like 3 days to like write this book. So anyway, it was very crazy. God, it was so crazy. I just like don't know like how the April 12th thing was just like so specific, and we both freaked out about like we were both like, what the fuck? Like what? How did I know that? So very crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me catch up on chat. Recently, someone did a channeling for me. She was able to contact one of my guides. How she sees spirit receives information is very visual. She told me she sees things like a movie projection. That's awesome. That is a good way of kind of putting it, isn't it? Yeah, very interesting. I love the Dead Files. The Dead Files I wish was done slightly differently. But I freaking love the Dead Files. I think Amy Adams not Adams, Amy Allen, my bad. She's amazing. I think she has a very interesting, she's one of my like, she was actually one of the people that kind of inspired me to start doing house cleansing so actively. Because I was like, dang, if she can work with her guides like that, I can definitely work with my guides like that. So I love that show. I think it could be done a little bit differently. I hate Ghost Adventures. I don't want to talk about that. Hate it. Okay. So, I'll have to text you sometimes some insane pace stories that's been happening. Mindy ended up getting her 92-year-old friend to do a clearing from his own home. Lots of darkness had to be removed. Oh, God. That sounds like a fun... Oh, is that Nicole? Nicole, hi! How do you know the difference between spirit guides and just spirits? Possibly ones that have emerged around people and are hard to decipher their intentions. Your spirit guides will never have... Their intentions will never be hard to decipher, okay? The thing about spirit guides and, well, God, that's a really good question. It is interesting because spirit guides have a higher vibration than regular earthbound spirits or spirits that are like in heaven. There's like different classifications of kind of where spirits lie on like a vibrational perspective. But spirit guides will always hold a very high intention. They will never ask you to do something or to put yourself in any sort of danger or like situation that wouldn't be for your highest good. They're very much like angelic, sort of like a feeling, in my opinion. They're higher vibrational spirits. But not as intimidating as like working with angels or things like that are more high vibrational. When you're working with a spirit that is passed in heaven, you will know, because again, they also won't be like... The thing about earthbound spirits and spirits that are more like in the astral earth realm is that they can be more human like us, okay? And in a way of like negative. Not to like freak anybody out, but they're the spirits that have more access to like human emotions, or can make you feel fear, or can like ask you to do things, or blah blah blah. Like there's kind of a difference in like spirits that are passed in heaven will have like a personality like a human, but will never ask you to like do anything or make you feel fear or whatever. So if you're feeling like there's an intention that's kind of, the lines are being blurred, it's probably not a spirit guide. Do you know what I mean? But it's also important to figure out if I'm feeling fear or if I'm just trying to decipher what's going on. Am I feeling fear because this is a spirit that I'm trying to connect to and I've never done this before? Or am I feeling fear because there's a negative sort of energy with this thing? But anyway, yeah, I'm just ranting super hard right now. So that is why we're taking a slight break. Okay. All right. Let's start. Okay. Let me just see where we were with the line of readings, because I went on like that was a 20-minute rant, by the way. Never trust when I say I'm going to give a 3-minute story. It's not real. Never will be real. Okay. Britt, if you're still here, Britt, and then Whitney. I don't know if you're still here, but let me know. If you're here, okay, I'm so sorry for making you wait. You guys are being such good sports. I know it's 7:30 on a Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me. Okay, a general reading. Okay, yeah, I will definitely do my best to get as many as I can. Yeah, you can get on the list for sure, Elle. I'm gonna call you Elle because, and Whitney, yeah, you'll be next, but and if I can't get everybody today, I will give you guys like a pretty big discount code if you want to get a reading from me on my website, but also I'll probably be doing these. I'd like to start, every time I say this, life happens. So I don't want to make any promises, but I would like to start doing these again pretty weekly. It'd be nice to do them weekly. I definitely don't think they'll be on Fridays because I do enjoy having a social life right now as much as I can. But I will try to see if I can do them maybe weekly on like Thursday or maybe even Wednesday, like do the midweek sort of Wednesday thing. I think that'd be nice. Okay. Thank you all for hanging in there with me while I rant about things, because that is how I do. If you've forgotten, because it's been so long. Oh man. Has anybody had any fun things happen lately? Oh gosh. Thanks so much. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So great seeing your name pop up every time. Let me know. I'd love to get back on and chat. It would be very nice to do that. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. So, Britt, I'm gonna call you out a little because you got some cards that are coming out that are a little. This is very interesting. Are you married? I feel like you are married, but can you just remind me if you are? Because you got a lot of stuff going on this spring. I think with your your husband, I think might have some job things that are kind of come up, which is like good job things. And you are okay. Give me one more. Ooh, we'd love to see it. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, you got 2 stress cards coming out of the deck for spring. So, it's interesting the way these are coming up though. So I want you to I don't know if he's just stressing you out right now. Hopefully you're not watching this right next to him because I'm about to talk. I can't pick these up because these freaking nails are massive. Okay. Here is what I got for you. Prince of Spring. This is a movement card. This is things shifting quickly. You can literally see this fairy dude on a like a bunny. So this is a spring card. You can see this comes out quite a lot, which is why there's a freaking tear. But it says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Now, the other card that came out is my stress card. So the 8 of Spring, where you've got this fairy who's balancing all of these different things. So I can tell, I feel like this is current energy is maybe there's a lot going on or there's going to be a lot going on. What's interesting is that this is how the cards came up. Hold on. So it came up like this. So we've got this movement, we've got this stress, and then we've got the Emperor card, which is a massive abundance card, which is why I'm feeling like something may shift with his job here soon in a good way, though. Okay. So the really cool part of this is that the Emperor card is all about stability. It's a 4 card, which is like, I always think of a square, and like that's a very stable. I know that's so weird to say that, but that's how I think about these things is like it's a very stable number, it's a stable card, okay? There's a good balance between work and home life. I always interpret this as work and I always interpret this as home life. Look at him though. He's like decked to the nines in abundance. He's got these sparkles going on, all this stuff. Something's going to happen, I think. Oh man, is it by the end of April? What is today's date? Isn't it the end of April right now? Ooh, this might happen within the next couple weeks because the 4 card is also making me feel April, okay? So this may happen. He may get some sort of offer, promotion, um opportunity to travel or something like that. I don't know what he does for work, but there is something about him leveling up in his career that he may start to see towards the end of this month, which is very interesting. I don't know exactly what this card is, but I'm almost wondering if the way that this is making me feel is I almost feel like you want to go back to school or you want to study something or you want to learn something in the fall. And you're gonna have to do a little bit of convincing to maybe get some support from him potentially. There's a very interesting dynamic here of like you wanting to also up your career, but you needing a little bit more support and his career taking up. So there's a lot of like career energy kind of balancing that's going to be happening between both of you over the next year. Specifically, I think you need to ask him for support because this card is all about standing up for yourself. Maybe even like if he does have to travel or do something, you needing to be like, well, what about like me and the kid? Do you have kids? Um, Stay at home mom, but I am in college. Okay, cool. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I think that there's going to be a need for more support, okay, over the next this is spring, so like over the next like month, okay? Something about you needing to like stick up for yourself, ask for more support, and even though things are going to be cool with his job and shifting and changing, like it's okay to ask for help or even get outside help from somebody because I think what is going to happen is that you may take more classes or do some sort of like like it almost feels like a mentorship or internship or something that's going to help you um level up with like your work in the next few months, like in the fall, okay? Because this card is a mentor card, and it usually is about like seeking out a teacher, okay? So like this old woman is what I'm like assuming that that's like a teacher. But it says do more research before proceeding, education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships. So you may get the opportunity to do like an apprenticeship or a mentorship or something under someone. Really interesting. Even if it's not in your realm of like I don't know, what am I trying to say, your realm of like possibilities right now, just keep your mind open because something may pop up in the fall that can kind of, I don't know. Something is going to happen where you're like doing a mentorship or an apprenticeship or something, and you're going to get more money from the experience you get from that. Okay. I love that you are telling me that you're in college too, because this card is like my favorite card when people tell me that they're in college, because this card has literal coins coming out of the books. Okay. Literally floating up out of the books. So some opportunity that pops up in the fall may have you making more money or the potential to make more money because you have some experience under your belt. It's very interesting. So keep your mind open to, any professors or anybody that you know, and start putting your feelers out towards the end of the summer for this. It's very interesting. In school to be a mental health therapist. Okay, so maybe somebody takes you in under their wing and says that, hey, come shadow at my clinic or come see how I do things, or here's how, we do things here. Like it feels like somebody taking you kind of under their wing. So you may meet someone in the next 6 months around the fall that will help you sort of level up with like where you're going to be when you do graduate. Like you're going to have experience already. It's very interesting. And also let me know if your husband gets some sort of promotion or raise or bonus or gets to travel to like a specific site or something to make more money. Let me know. I really would be interested to know about that. Very interesting. Okay. Oh, he's a welder. Oh, good. Yeah, very interesting. That's a really good card to get if you're in college. That means that you're going to be making money. Okay. Who was next? I think Whitney was next. Also, I've got these like little fuzzies that keep floating around. Okay. Whitney, are you still here? And I think you asked, oh God, I don't know. I talked for so long. Whitney, what did you want to know about? Let me know. And also, if you guys have any other like just regular spiritual questions that I can talk about while we pull cards and hang out on this beautiful Friday night. Okay, what do you want to know about, Whitney? Do you have anything specific? I always pick up on a grandma for you whenever you pop on here. I don't think I've ever told you that before, by the way, but you've got like this older woman and I hate picking up on grandmas for mediumship because it's like everybody has a grandma. Like everybody has a past grandma. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we got. They're like, we're not going to talk about only that. Oh, I do see a card for Sarah, by the way. That's hilarious. My car card came out, and I know that's not for you, Whitney. By winter, so I think probably in the fall. Ooh. Okay, I can see the stress that's happening for you, Whit. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so how do we want to talk about this? Is there stuff going on? Could it be a male with feminine energy? Yeah, it could be like or it could be a great grandma. Okay, for you for this reading, are you currently married? Are you having problems right now? I don't want to. Here's the thing: is like I don't want to blast anybody's stuff out to the universe unless you're totally ready. So let me know, and if you're ready, then I will blast it. If not, this is your one chance to let me know. Also, how does my forehead look? Does it look like you could land a plane on it? I've been trying to do like more of a center part and it's just not I don't know what's going on with this big ass forehead. Okay, so what are you guys having problems right now? I got the stress card. I got the King of Autumn and the stress card right after it. So it's like there's clearly things happening that might not be like awesome. Like you may feel a bit stressed by this person right now. Okay. Just a private size plane. You're hilarious. Thank you. I know it's big. And it's very close to the camera now. Okay. So here's what I got for you. I'm gonna be super just put it out there for you. And you know the time can change and things can change and da 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 da. But first of all, there is this feeling that something is going to happen with your career as well, okay? And you may even be thinking of going back to school for your whatever you do. I don't know if you're currently working or if you're thinking about going to school because you want to work or if you're wanting to like do something with that, but this is definitely a sign that you should. Now, that is the first card that came out, so I don't want to like skip over that because I think it's important. It says happy news about your career promotions or scholarships, needing a little push to get going. So it kind of feels like you might want to think about that or start working or start looking for something. But the King of Autumn card is the card that came out, and it says be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. I do feel like this could represent your partner for some reason. Like he's charismatic, he might be very good at like talking, he may be brunette. And then there's the stress card right after it. So it's like all these men just stressing us out. You know what I'm saying? Here is the thing. I don't often get this card, and I will be very blunt about that because I think you need to know. The 9 of Spring card is about protecting yourself and protecting your assets and looking out for yourself and making sure that you're taking not preventative measures, but like you are protecting. It says protect the fruits of your labor. This is my warning card, okay? And this is also a spring card. So this makes me feel like there could be some stuff, some arguing that may happen over the next couple of weeks. I feel like I think there may be some things coming to light potentially, some emotional stuff coming up. It's very interesting. The moon card is about hidden emotions. Sometimes it can be about things coming up from under the surface, kind of bubbling up, like maybe you're like totally over it and you just can't take it anymore or whatever. Like there's going to be a lot of things coming up and coming out over the next couple of weeks. And I think that this could go one of two ways. Let me be super honest with you. I think that you guys could potentially clear everything up with enough communication. But I feel like there is a feeling of, I don't know if he's like financially taking care of you. I want to change jobs, but do not know what to do. Okay, so I got the 4 of Autumn card. I feel like you shouldn't. Okay, don't stay with him just because you're worried about money. Okay, don't do it. You're gonna be. I think that if things come up and lots of things are going on and you just like feel like crap, please God, don't stay with him just because he makes money. Oh my God, I'll lose my mind if I find out that you're staying with these guys that don't have money that are putting you through crap. Okay, as somebody that's been there, done that, don't do it, okay? Not to totally out myself, but don't do it. Manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save. This is a really great card. It's a card that shows this fairy woman looking in the mirror. She's in this beautiful dress. She's got a gown. Her hair's done. She looks in the mirror and she sees this poor woman, okay? Lots of like feeling like emotionally and like financially sort of challenged right now. But this is like you got to think about yourself right now. Something about that. He's going through some mental health issues. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be are you guys living together? We're just airing everything tonight. Everything is the Ethereal Jack airing out sessions. This is also an energy drink. Do not be like me. Are you guys living together? My little nose. Okay. I can understand why that feels tough, but there's this feeling of you got to protect your finances, your emotional health, your physical health. Like this, I can see how much this is stressing you out. And it's like, do you want a partner or do you want like a son that you have to take care of? Ooh, sorry. I'm so sorry to put it like that. But like, you got to be able to like put your foot down in this situation. There's a feeling of like this card doesn't come out unless it's a warning. Like this is my warning card, okay? There's a feeling of really needing to figure out your finances so you can, if you want to pull back, you can, okay? I think that if you really want to stay, that's fine. I do think there is going to be something about a job that comes up, so start putting your feelers out, kind of like what I was saying earlier with Britt. It's a kind of similar situation, almost where something is going to come up for you, and I feel like this is more in the fall. Okay, so like this is end of August. Actually, it feels like the beginning of the fall, not the end of the fall, the end of summer. Sorry. I feel like I've got stuff on my lips. Sorry if I keep doing this. But there is this feeling of like, if you want to switch your job, you totally can. I think you'll make more money from it. There's this coin coming in from outside of the card, okay? But man, yeah, I can see how much he's stressing you out. Let me see if I can do one more. Yeah, I know. I think that there's I understand needing to like or wanting to help him. And I think that you can, just don't make it to your detriment, okay? Let me see what this is. Maybe even directing him to some mental health, like maybe like therapy or something like that. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to direct somebody, but also we have to realize that these are adult people that have the same resources that we have, and like we can't force somebody into healing if they're not ready. So it's really up to you of like where you want to be involved with that. And I know that's a really tough situation, but I do think take the time to like get your finances in check and get to a place where if you need to pull back on that situation that you can, okay? I know it's probably not the reading that you wanted. I'm sorry. There is something coming in with career for you, so just hang in there, okay? Okay, good. I think that might help. I think that will definitely help. So just protect your energy in the meantime, okay? I feel like this is draining you a lot. I feel for you, okay? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough situation. There's some tough people are going through some shit right now, you know? It's a lot. I hope that helps. I know it's not like the super happy reading that you probably wanted, but okay. I don't know who's next. I think Nicole. I think you were next, Nicole, if you're still in here. Nicole Lee. Hi, Denise. Thank you so much. What do you think of the new? I put these up in like 30 minutes, by the way. Does it look like that? No, but I have to say that every single time I go to do a reading for you, there's this like very protective older female energy just like around. So I don't know, and I'm not doing mediumship today, but like I feel like I've picked up on this person before for you. Or maybe even for your partner or something. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, let's do, yeah, I think Nicole's next, and then whoop. Okay, well that's definitely your guides, Nicole, because they just freaking flew those all over the place. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. It's so obnoxious when I do that. Okay, where are you, Nicole? Okay, so you were asking, I think you were asking about health stuff. Were you asking about health stuff? Very interesting. There's a mm, there's a feeling like yes, it's going to be better. Are you going on the trip in the fall? Lots of fall shifting going on. It's very interesting. Only a couple people had spring stuff come up. Where the heck is your original question? I don't know. Okay, let me know, Nicole, if you're going on this trip in the fall, because if you are, I think you will be better by then. If it's sooner than that, I don't know. I'm not sure. You've got the renewal card, the Seven of Winter, and the Sun. So the Sun is good. The renewal card is a card that can be interpreted in a couple of different ways. So the first thing is, usually this is like contracts. So I'll see this like when people are going through divorces or signing for a house or needing to like finish papers or something, because the main character in this card is like writing. This also kind of gives me like Christmas vibes, but I'm not really feeling that for you. It says review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future. This actually may feel like a new doctor or a new as I was looking at the card, that's kind of what I felt. It almost feels like a new plan, a new doctor, like a new person that you're going to. Um, this is very interesting. I think you need to get a second opinion on whatever's going on with your health. Uh, New doctor. I actually feel like this is so crazy. I've never interpreted this card like this before, but it's almost like writing a new prescription or new medicine or new something for you. Um, and then the Seven of Winter also is letting me know that this is a good choice, because this says there's a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So there may be something that you're not aware of that this doctor can bring up. So I'd be interested to know if you've gotten like a second opinion or have gone to a different like doctor or anything like that. I would try it and see how it goes, because then we got the Sun card, which is a very positive it's like the most positive card in the whole deck is the Sun card. All about abundance and happier times. It says amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitudes for the blessing of life. I think that over the summer, you're going to feel a shift with your physical health. And this will lead to feeling better by the fall. Very interesting, but I would definitely try to go see a different sort of doctor. This is very interesting. Go get a second opinion, go see somebody, go get some blood tests done, go do something. It's very interesting because I've never interpreted this card like that before. So that means that you definitely should try that. And then I think by the summer, you'll start seeing changes. And by the fall, you'll feel a lot better. The Queen of Autumn card is a great card for really everything stability, honestly. She's this queen sitting on a throne. Like, look at her. She looks fabulous. It says, be practical with the respect to how you proceed, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. But I do feel like this is more about like stability with your health and just feeling better about yourself overall. I also feel like you may start to get more back into like spiritual stuff around the fall. Also, I can't talk tonight for some reason. So more back to spiritual stuff. But anyway, I think it all comes from a different doctor. So go get another perspective. I do think that there could be the potential for a really fun trip in autumn or in the fall. Autumn. It's because the card says autumn. I think I'm getting a little bit tired. Okay, I'm going to do 10 more minutes of readings. I'm so sorry. I'm getting super tired. You can tell I'm like, meh. So let's do a couple more, and then I'll do a general reading for everybody that's on that I didn't get to, where you pick like stack 1, 2, or 3, and I'll do like a reading that way as well. And if you're watching this back, you can also participate. Somebody's getting engaged. Somebody that is not talking is getting engaged this fall. Anyway, okay. Sorry, what a Crazy thing. This is my favorite engagement card. I think this is the engagement card that ruined the treasure hustlers engagement on the live stream. Oh my god. Which those pictures, they sent me the pictures that were so freaking cute of that engagement. Okay. Okay, is Tess Burke still here? And then I'll try to do Casey, and then we'll do the regular readings next week. I have a double procedure happening next week. I've been dying to travel as an escape. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you'll probably take the summer to feel better, and then by the fall you'll be able to do stuff if you want to. Hi, treasure hustlers. Yeah. Okay. Sarah and Jackie, my number one and two fans. So let's see. So Tess Burke, I think you were asking about. I'm trying to keep up on chat. I'm so sorry, you guys. When the live first started, not sure if you can still career reading. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's see. Want to know something funny I wrote out there? That must have been your spirit guides that freaking flipped that card then, because that's hilarious. I talk about that all the time, by the way, because it was so funny because I just didn't mean to and I walked right into it. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Are you in between jobs right now, Tess? Do you? Yeah, that was hilarious. I felt so bad for like weeks. Talk about it all the time. Oh yeah, because it's one of the funniest things. Like I didn't even know anything. Okay, not in between jobs. So here is what I'm getting. I'll just kind of tell you. I'll just tell you what I'm getting. I got the warning card again after shuffling. Okay. So there's a feeling of before you jump to this new job or a career or whatever, really take the time to make sure you have a good safety net of like money and finances kind of built up. Like what your guides are kind of showing me is like having a good cushion for like 2 months saved up just in case for some reason. I don't feel like you would jump until you were comfortable, like, or interviewed at a new job, but there's this feeling of like have some backup anyway. Situation at work keeps changing. Yeah, there's this feeling of like make sure you're saving up a little bit. I don't feel like you're gonna be like let go or anything, but this warning card coming out is making me feel like there is the potential for like maybe hours to be cut or something to happen at work. So they're asking you to save up like 2 months worth of whatever you're making right now as much as you can. Okay. The hermit card came out too, which is very interesting. I feel like this is kind of letting me know that there is an opportunity that's going to come out. I think that there's it almost feels like there's somebody that you know that could potentially help you with getting a job or finding a different job or something like that. I don't know if you know somebody at the next career that you want to like move towards or what. But this feeling of this card is making me feel like this is a woman that's going to help you with the job opportunity. Like I'm interpreting this as like a person offering you this job, okay? And then we have the Empress card that came out, which is a great abundance card. So I do feel like you are going to have some sort of career change, but I think it's going to be at the help of somebody that you know, an acquaintance, somebody that you start talking to, like somebody in your circle, but not quite like inner circle. There's something definitely about like changing jobs though. And there's a stress card that just came out. I kind of want to figure out timeline for this. Oh yeah. Wow. That's fantastic. Summer. It'll be summertime that you do this, okay? Wow. I love this card. It's the Eight of Summer, and it's a card that shows her clearly moving on. This fairy's got a backpack packed. She's looking towards a brighter future. She's walking along a new path. She's got her stuff like ready to go, and it says choosing to make major life changes, realizing that it's time to move on. This will be something that happens for you over the summer. Okay, so that may be why they're wanting you to kind of save up that 2 months of whatever your salary is or whatever you get paid as much as you can, because I think there's going to be a bit of a transition period over the summer for you. Okay. I think it'll be by August that you'll have this job, that you'll already be there, but definitely talk to people in your sort of outer circle about like wanting to leave or something. There's this feeling of like somebody's going to offer you this job that's within your sort of like outer circle. Okay. So somebody you're not super close to, but somebody that you know of or know a little bit about. So, okay. I hope that helps. Casey, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I can do your reading because I'm getting a little cuckoo. I've been on for an hour and a half. Oh my God, I'm dying. Okay. Yeah, saving is definitely difficult. Well, she might have to. Sorry, not sorry. Kind of sorry. That was the winter card. The winter card. Oh my God. All right. Everybody's guides wanting to talk at one time. It's going to be, I'm so sorry. I know. I'm so sorry. Okay. So let's do this. You can pick stack 1, 2, or 3. Oh my God, please. Whoever's guides are like throwing my shit around. It's probably mine. They're like, get off. Okay, so you can pick 1, 2, or 3. Stack 1, 2, or 3. I'm gonna pull, and even if you've gotten a reading already, this card has come out twice. So, all right, we'll do stack 1. Give me 2 more. Give me stack 2. Oh my God. Jeez Louise. Okay. God. Oh, stack 2. We'll do stack 3, please. Give me 3 cards for stack 3. Three cards. Okay. And then I want to let's do one of, these are kind of weird, but I kind of like them sometimes. Ooh, that'll be 1, 2. Oh God, that one fell out. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so pick 1, 2, or 3. Pour number 1. Yeah, I know. Everybody's got freaking, all these cards are flying out. Okay. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Stack 1 is, ooh, interesting. This feels like it's very specific for someone. Okay. Here is what I got for stack 1. Okay, we got the life experience card. So people that picked stack number 1 may be moving towards a new sort of beginning with somebody, or just in general, something kind of beginning right now, okay? Because we also have the Ace of Spring, which is seeds being planted sort of card. So you're starting a new sort of transformative journey towards something. It says, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. I feel like whatever you're starting, either with business, relationship, family, life moves that you make right now are going to reflect in the fall, and you're going to see like whatever you're working on right now kind of come to fruition in the fall, which is very interesting. The 6 of Autumn card is the like engagement card, moving card. Again, too, I also feel like this can sometimes be interpreted as moving, because of this sort of building in the back, and then you've got this fairy that's like showing off keys or a new engagement ring or whatever it is in front of a house to their fairy friends. So it feels like there's an abundance coming in the fall for people that pick number 1. But it's based on things that you start to do now. So start the business now, start the relationship now, start doing things now to plant the trees. Okay. It says it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. And then there's the competition card, but it literally just says summon courage and self-confidence. So take the first step. Stop being so scared to take the first step, okay? Embrace your inner tiger. Also, the next full moon may be significant around May. I think it's May 5th. Is the next full moon. So start to take action now on things that are kind of like divinely inspired. If you get an idea to do something, write it down and start taking the action steps. Okay. Very interesting sort of stack for stack one. I hope that helps. Stack two. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Ooh, lots of stuff going on. Lots of movement for you guys in the fall. Again, there's this major fall emphasis for stack two. The first card that came out is the creative, like, part of your career. It says follow your passion when it comes to your career, be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. So there's this little fairy guy working on these like wings or something. I don't know what he's doing. He's working on something. He's working hard. Look at him in his little hat. This card paired with this card that we saw earlier is a great kind of abundance sort of combination. Okay. This card obviously has the money kind of shooting out of the books. So there may be an opportunity for some of you to either take a class or teach a class or even get some sort of, it says, a windfall of money, advice, or assistance. So you may actually be in some sort of partnership creatively in the fall for some of you. And there is an interesting energy around this. If you do end up doing some sort of creative thing career-wise, I can't talk, it's fine, with a partner in the fall, take cautious action. Make sure you're reviewing contracts, signing things only after you've read them a few times. It says meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others, cautious but wise action. So if you're going to do some sort of creative partnership in the fall, or take a class or do something slightly risky with business or with whatever, make sure you're kind of being cautious about whatever you do, okay? And then the intuition card is your card, okay, for stack two. It says trust your intuition. You may start seeing unicorn symbolism. There's also lots of like hummingbirds in this freaking card too. So hummingbirds, you may see hummingbirds as a sign that you're on the right path. So just keep going. I mean, this is very interesting. Just be cautious about whatever creative partnership may happen or whatever partnership that comes in the fall. Be cautious about it, okay? Whoa. Okay. Number 3. Did people choose 3? Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. All right. This is very interesting. You guys have more movement in the springtime. So within the next month or so for the group 3, this is really crazy. Okay, so first of all, you got a lot of movement happening in the spring. You've got this fairy. She's overwhelmed. She's got all the stress. She's trying to balance all of these little freaking dandelions. I don't know what they're. Are they dandelions? Yeah, whatever. She's trying to balance all of these different things. She's multitasking, feeling overwhelmed a little bit. There may be sudden events or changes for people that picked group 3. But I think it's all for the better because we have the 6 of spring, which is wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. For some of you, this may be attention at work. This may be opportunities to make more money. This may even be invitations to weddings or gatherings of some sort. Very interesting energy here. You may reconnect with somebody from your past. There's the Unity card. It says, a spiritually minded community is what sticks out to me on this card. But the interesting part is the good fortune card I pulled from the Oracle card deck. And then we've got this like good news abundance sort of card too. So there's lots of things coming in for you guys. Very interesting. I hope that helps. I know that's like very general readings at the end, but I'm getting super tired. I was not planning to stay on for like 2 hours tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun being back. Hopefully I'll be doing this like weekly. Don't quote me because you know how freaking life is just wild. But it was so fun being back. I'm going to probably be more active on Instagram posting and stuff. So make sure you're following me on there. It's at EtherealJackYT. I want to change it. I don't know how to freaking change it. But yeah, make sure you're following me on there, and I will probably be live here soon. Hopefully within the next week or two. I'd like to do one like every other week if I can, but Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for supporting me and coming to watch and everything. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Have a good night. See you. Thanks for joining. Thank you.